Hi, it's Debbie from Creatively Yours and welcome to my 39th Flosstube video. I had to look it up. Yeah, welcome to my channel, welcome to my video. If you are new, welcome. I hope you would like to subscribe to my channel and like my video and leave comments. And if you are returning, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say as an intro. I have some things to tell you about. First, let me talk about my whips from the last couple of weeks. As you all know, I hadn't have a lot of stitching time because of life happening. But the last week I really picked it up again. So without further ado, I first worked, I haven't done any homework for School of Magical Stitches. I played hooky for a couple of weeks now and yeah, that's it. I didn't have time to do the homework, so I stitched on whatever I wanted. The first thing is my Touching the Autumn Sky. This is my photocopy of my loaned pattern by Nolene, Expat Stitcher on Instagram. I wanted to save her pattern, so I made a photocopy of her pattern. Yeah, I worked on this one. And here's a picture of where I was before. And I made quite a bit of progress, and let's see if I can show you properly. I did this. Let's see. Yes, this is better. This is my own hand-dyed fabric, 28 count even weave Jobelan, which I called Bahama Blue. And I made a start on the jacket, as you've seen, and I did the backstitch already because I wanted to do backstitch as I go, because I know myself, I am putting it off because I don't like backstitching, so I just told myself to backstitch as I go. So this is what I have done. I am working on the scarf of the little girl, and yeah, it's coming very nice along. So I work on this one at least once a week, and so I can give the pattern back to Nolene. And yeah, I'm loving it. The next thing I worked on, and that's basically the last thing I worked on as a whip, I hope you get the hint, is Perfect World by the Scarlett House. I really love this one, and it's a stitch along between me and Alice, my stitching friend. Hi Alice. This is where I was the last time. And let's see if I can pull myself together. Oh, that's not right. Well, it actually is. So this is what I have done so far. I last week stitched this tree next to the house and a dog with no collar, so it's a headless dog. So, and I made the stem for the tree. And yeah, I'm loving it. This is so much fun. This fabric is a 28 count white mustard by XJuDesign. And I'm using the called for DMCs, and the DMCs I could substitute with Victorian Motto Sampler threads I have. So yeah, loving it. And the black you see in the roof of the house, and the dog and the pot for the plant is Raven by XJuDesign. So yeah, loving this, and work on it at least once a week also. So that's my whips for now. and that segues into, I need to organize something, in finishes. Because as you all know, or might have known, I was working on Spooky Halloween Sampler by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I haven't touched it for a long time, and then Stitchmania came and I stitched on it, and then I didn't stitch on it again, and recently I felt the need to finish it because yeah, it's just, it was only 3 blocks of the whole piece to stitch up, so I thought I would finish it. So I finished it a week and a half ago, and last week I decided to fully finish it. So without further ado, let's see, I need to organize this. It's not just a framed piece. I made this wall hanging. How gorgeous is this? And I want to paint this black so it coordinates better. But yeah, totally love this. Love this piece, and I did the bottom row. So this is the back, just a gingham. And I used, to hang it up, I used lace, black lace. Because, yeah, I wanted to give it a Halloweeny feel. So I think this turned out gorgeous, and I can't wait to hang it up around the beginning of October. So yeah, really love it. So this is my first FFO, or not my first FFO of this year. This is, I don't know, I can't do math. So yeah, loving it. And then, remember, I was a long time ago working on Jardin Privé scissors and bobbins, or ciseaux et bobines. And I finished it, I believe, during Stitchmania or Finishmania, in my opinion. And I had everything on a hanger. Everything I finished is on a hanger in my closet and waiting to be finished. Last week I was apparently on a finishing spree, so I had this idea for a long time, and I thought I would just do it. So without further ado, here's my finish for Jardin Privé scissors and bobbins. Another project bag. And I know it's not perfect. The fabric is perfect. Look at this. Just going to show you sewing machine and threads and scissors, and on the front as well. So I know it's not perfect. The zipper, you can see I made a little boo-boo. It just isn't straight enough, and I made a big mistake on the inside. I was watching the tutorial I always use for project bags by Suzette by the Primitive Stitcher. I will link it below in the description box. And what did I do? I missed a part, apparently. So look at the inside. It's the same fabric as the outside. I just wanted to coordinate it. But as you can see, this piece should have been ironed to the top and not to the bottom. So it's just hanging there on the inside. And yeah, but it's a project bag. It's not science. It's useful, and I am the only one who is using this, so I love it anyway. So, and my seams are really nice. So, and I noticed that I coordinated this part with the sewing machine here. Everything coordinates. So yeah, like it very much. And So I have 2 FFOs in a week. So yeah, really loving it. And it's already in use. I have 4 project bags now. 3 I made myself, and 1 I won through Caroline of the Grid Needlearts, Evertotes. I won a project bag from her, and so I have 4 now, and they are all in use with all my Mirabilia projects. So yeah, I am loving this. Those were the things I worked on the last couple of weeks, and yeah, I'm glad I have 2 FFOs, so that's 2 projects less to finish up. So yeah, then I would like to tell you my shoutouts. I've been watching Flosstube a lot the last couple of 2 weeks, and I watched my regulars as I always do, and then I came across a few new ones, or new to me ones, and I would like to give them a shout out. The first one is Desert Stitcher. I don't know her name, I didn't write it down. The reason why I was drawn to her video, she is doing Death by Cross Stitch, which is on my list, and I have the pattern already. Death by Cross Stitch. I was watching her video, and I saw her Death by Cross Stitch, and I don't know what she did, but the colors, it's just a gorgeous Death by Cross Stitch. I haven't seen any Death by Cross Stitch like hers, so I immediately said I must follow this one, and I have to watch this project because it's just gorgeous. You need to look it up. And the second one, I don't know, I heard about her through, I believe, Caroline of the Grid Needlearts. She is a Canadian woman, and she is in a band, a very popular band, I believe, in Canada, and she has started doing Flosstubes, and her name is Ellen, and her Flosstube channel is called Maximum Cross Stitch Power Hour, and oh my lord, I have laughed really hard. She is so fun, so funny. Yeah, I can't explain, you need to watch her, she is funny. And yeah, needless to say, I subscribed, so yeah, check her out. I think she has 2 videos now, so I would like to have you watch her. So those were my 2 shoutouts. For the rest, I just watched my regular ones everybody watches. So for haul, I don't have a lot this time. I was kitting up, and that's segueing into my plans. I was kitting up my new Heaven and Earth, A Stitch in Time Winter, and I was missing some DMCs. I needed 98, I believe, in total, and I was missing 20. So I ordered them, and I received them, and they are just in a bag, and yeah, gorgeous colors, and yeah. So, segue into my plans. I am starting it. My plan for now is to start it on the 1st of October because it's my birthday month. So I want to start it as a birthday start. So yeah, that's just what I have in mind right now. Needless to say, I was in No Starts 2019, but I'm just about to give up. I have so many urges to start all the things, and I am seeing so much fun projects and I can't touch them. So my give up, I just want to start everything I want to start. So I want to stitch what I want, whenever I want. Sweet, right? So yeah, I'm giving up. I'm just going to start what I want to start whenever I want to start it. And if that means I have 60 whips at the end of the year, so be it. I don't know if I'm happy with myself on the 1st of January, but we will see that when the time comes. So that's just my plan. And another plan for me is I was watching, and I will list her below too, as well as the 2 shoutouts, to Martini Stitcher. She is wonderful as well. She's starting a project, which I have the pattern ever since the last Dutch Stitchers retreat, and yeah, she is starting that one, and she's doing a stitch along with, I believe, Leslie Hurley. I'm drawing a blank on her Flosstube. I am a subscriber, so I don't know. It's well, she is listed below, Leslie Hurley. You all know who that is. So those 2 are starting a project, which is, and this is the original pattern, the Cricut collection, Playing with Jacks. And since I wanted to start it as soon as I bought this, I just thought, what the hell, I am not in No Starts 2019 anymore, so I'm going to start with them. I'm playing along with Jax and Leslie and to Martini Stitcher, and I don't know what her name is anymore, so I'm very sorry. Yeah, I'm doing this. And what I did, because I don't know what the called for fabric is. It's a brownish, looks like coffee tea dyed fabric, but, and this is Jen Hicks' fault. I was a long time ago watching Jen Hicks' video where she showed her playing with jacks, and that's the reason why I fell in love with this pattern. She, I believe, did it on a grayish fabric. So, and last week I was watching, I believe her name is Carrie from House of Floss and Fluff. She did a tutorial on dyeing fabric in mason jars, and I was intrigued, so I was watching that, and then I thought to myself, I want to start this. I want to participate in this stitch along, and I want to have, just like Jen Hicks, have a grayish fabric. So I tried dyeing in a mason jar, and oh my god, this is going to be my type of dyeing from now on. This is just gorgeous. This is what I did, and I think it's gorgeous. It turned out gorgeous. This is just 28 count white or off-white Jobelan, and I just stuffed it in a mason jar, poured dyeing liquid on top, sit for an hour, and rinse off with cold water, and you're good to go. It just models from itself. I am going to fold it up so you can see a little bit better. I think this is gorgeous, and I think it's the colors from this pattern are going to pop off. So yeah, this is what I'm doing, and these are my plans. It's not going to be a long one again. I have told you about haul plans. There's only 2 things I need to talk to you about. I, as you might have known, am in a round robin with some of my stitchy friends from the Dutch Stitchers retreat. And I'm talking about Ingeborg, I'm talking about Emma, Stitchemm, I'm talking about Anna, stitchingchoco, who set it up. I'm talking about Dunja. I'm talking about Denise. And I will link the Round Robin group below with their either Instagram name or Flosstube name. And oh my god, this is so wonderful. I just received a couple of weeks ago the first package from Emma, her Round Robin piece, and I can't show you because it's supposed to be a secret, or at least it's not fun to see your own piece already. It's just more fun to see it when it's finished. So I'm not going to show you, unfortunately, but it's very much fun. I already am finished with the part for Emma and waiting to sending it along to the next one and receiving the next project. So yeah, so much fun. And if you haven't done a round robin yet, I highly recommend it. It's so much fun to work on each other's piece and celebrate your friendship together. So yes, so much fun. And for the first time in weeks, this week I'm going to do homework again for the School of Magical Stitches. I saw the prompts for this week and I thought, yes, whatever happens, I'm going to do it. Just do it. So I will show you in the next video how that is going to be and if I made the prompts or not. So I will show you. And for now, I only have to say thank you everybody for reaching out about my mother. She is doing well. She's not fine yet. She has a lot of recovery time. She's home now and in her own home. And yeah, she still is on this is a hard word for me, antibiotics. She hasn't gotten rid of the inflammation yet, the renal pelvis infection. The infection isn't gone yet, so she needs to yeah, basically try out various types of antibiotics to see which one works, because for some of them she is immune and for some of them she's not, but you never know which one it is. So yeah, and as I told you, my mother is stubborn and she would like to do all these things and she can't, and that's frustrating for her. So we call a lot and we talk a lot, and I am trying my best to keep her off of doing things that stands in the way of her recovery, but I am sure that she is going to be fine in the end. So thank you all for your well wishes for my mother, and I really appreciated that, and she's going to be fine. So yeah, that's it for this time around. I am going to leave you here. I'm going to stitch and clean up this mess I made here, and I will see you in about 2 weeks. Thank you for watching and bye for now.